The main thing you want to do is understand NRC2's recommendations. And that's what the field wants you to refer to until there's a new document that comes out, which I doubt really is there's a need for. And this document was motivated out of the fact that there were some errors in terms of thinking in NRC1 and that population substructure needed to be addressed in the forensic community because mainly the defense was bringing it up in cases. And they were bringing it up in the completely wrong context. And that wrong context was, well, my suspect's from an island in the Caribbean. The question that you're trying to answer with the random match probability is, what's the probability of seeing that profile by chance in the general population? It has nothing to do with the suspect. It's irrelevant. But the defense was making that claim. So part of the response came in this document. There are a number of recommendations. The one that affects what we do with the random match probability is using a correction factor of what they're calling theta. It's also called, in my language, FST, or the amount of inbreeding. It's a measure of inbreeding. How much relative, or generally inbreeding is thought to be first cousins or less, like first cousins or brothers and sisters and things like that. Generally first cousins. And the number that they tell you to use is 0.01, right? So what is that? Theta equals 0.01. What does that mean? It's saying 1% of the population has some level of inbreeding. There's a 1% of the people are inbred. That's a lot. On an isolated or native population, 0.03 is what they recommend, or 3%. That's a lot too. Because I'm going to show you the real data now. Okay? When you look at the databases in CODIS, they have different populations that they've looked at. I think that paper was 2001. 41 populations examined. Yeah. 11 African American, 9 Caucasian, 8 Hispanic, 6 Asian, and 7 Native American populations. When you look at the inbreeding coefficient, FST, also called theta, theta is just something it's assigned to that. Well, look in Caucasians for these STR markers and look what the actual level of calculated inbreeding is. And how do you know something's inbred? What would you expect to see at a locus if there was a lot of inbreeding? Increased homozygosity, right? Okay, well look at it. It's basically 0. It's negative 0.0005. In African Americans, 0.0006. 0.01 is several magnitudes more common than the actual numbers. Hispanic, 0.0021, Asian and Native American. Native American is really close to 0.03, isn't it?